Let's talk about like terms. So we just discussed what a term is. So we can have a term that has a coefficient, a variable, and maybe even an exponent. If I want to combine like terms, and this is a perfectly acceptable thing to do in algebra, I need to have certain criteria that's met. So let's say I have a few terms in my expression. Let's say I have 2x plus 3 minus 2x squared plus 4x plus x squared. That's a lot, but let's just go with it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do ping pong. So I'm going to make the minus 2x squared plus negative 2x squared. Now I'm going to find my like terms. A like term has to have the same variable and the same exponent. So in this case, 2x has a like term in this expression, and that like term is 4x. They have the same variable, and they have the same exponent, which is nothing really here. And it's not really x to the 0, it's x to the 1. So let me just get rid of that for a second. So we can combine these two terms. And to do that, we simply add the coefficient portion of the term. So the x remains an x, but the 2 and the 4 are added together to give us 6. Now let's look at the rest of the terms. We have 2x squared here, and we have an x squared here. This is actually negative 2x squared. So right now, I can tell you that these terms can be combined, and it's going to have a variable of x squared, and the coefficient portion is negative 2 plus, and this is really a 1 in front of the x. It's not written typically because it's not really of any value mathematically. So negative 2 plus 1 gives us negative 1. And we still have one more term left, and that's this 3. And the 3 simply gets carried in as 3. It can't be combined with any of the other terms. So if I were to rewrite this expression, I would write it as 3 plus 6x minus x squared. It's typically good practice to put the exponents in descending order, so you would actually write negative x squared plus 6x plus 3. And this would be your final answer. So let's try another example. Let's try 3d plus 4d plus 7. Now here, you see that the like terms in this expression are 3d and 4d because they have the same variable and they have the same exponent. So we can simply combine these terms. So we add the coefficients, 3 plus 4, which is 7, and we bring down the variable, d. And then the 7 just stands on its own. So we end up with 7d plus 7, and that's our answer.